What's up, guys? It's the Compounder here with you today, bringing you a massively undervalued stock. We're going to be talking about Fedex. So, you probably already know what Fedex is. It's a shipping company, right? Absolutely massive. You see the FedEx delivery guy come to your door every other day talking to your wife. You're thinking, what's this dude doing? Why is he coming to my door? Why is he talking to my wife? Is he trying to get with my wife? No, of course not. But the milkman is.
They wanted that milk delivered right to the door. Only problem was the guy delivering that milk ended up f***ing your wife.
So FedEx connects 99% of the world's GDP, and it has the largest express segment of any company in the world. The way this company got built and the way it differentiated itself from its competitors is by focusing on the overnight shipping, and it actually pioneered the track your package feature. So this company is huge, it's successful now, there's a huge need for it, but why will it grow into the future? So I'm sure you all get on Amazon. I'm sure you all order packages online, right? Well, that's going to happen even more in the future. By 2021, there's projected to be $4.1 trillion in sales for e-commerce. Now, with this, there's going to be a high demand for shipping. So we're going to need companies like FedEx and UPS to ship all of our packages. And there's going to be a large decrease in brick and mortar stores. I mean, who really wants to go to Walmart anyways? You go there, you stand in the checkout line, some 4-year-old comes up to you asking you to be his dad. No, that's why there's birth control. So if courier services like FedEx and UPS and even like DHL are going to benefit from this, why would you pick FedEx over any of them? Well, FedEx versus UPS, they're actually structured pretty differently as a company. So FedEx's number one consumer is actually the United States Postal Service. They recently signed a contract through 2024 that's projected to bring $1.5 billion annually for FedEx. While UPS, on the other hand, their number one customer is Amazon. That accounts for about 2.4% of their revenue, but it is their number one customer. So this may seem like an advantage for UPS because obviously Amazon is a booming company and they're growing along with every other company and they're growing faster than almost every other company. But I'm going to tell you a little bit later why this could actually hurt them in the future. So don't get me wrong, both companies are great, but I think FedEx is financially stronger and I just like their business structure a little bit better than UPS's. Let's look at the price performance for FedEx versus UPS. We're going to get our analyst from the Compounder Fund in New York, Taylor, to explain this.
This chart represents FedEx stock versus UPS stock in the market over the past 5 years. FedEx has outperformed both the market and UPS. This is a healthy stock trending upwards in the long run. Even though it is currently $44 off of its 52-week high, this just again shows another example of how the stock is healthily undervalued. In the next chart year, the trend in the FedEx stock is matched against an index that tracks e-commerce and logistics. We can see that the two are highly correlated, meaning as e-commerce growth, so will the FedEx stock.
Wow, thanks Taylor. What great insight. I tell you, you got to thank them for the hours of hard work they put over there in that fund. So yeah, FedEx's price performance has actually beaten the market over the past 5 years. So why is it a buy right now and why is it undervalued? Looking at the price right here, it's below its 52-week high by a substantial margin. Now if this company's so great, why is this happening? What's causing this? Well, there's a few reasons. One being a miss in earnings. So analysts expected their earnings to be about 36 cents higher than they actually were. And they missed these earnings for what I believe to be justifiable reasons. The first reason being they had a cyber attack on their network for TNT Express. The next reason being the integration of TNT Express itself. So what TNT Express is it's a shipping company over in Europe that FedEx recently acquired. This is going to bring in a lot more revenue for FedEx, and it's going to increase their revenue abroad, especially in Europe. So whenever you acquire a company, there's costs. So because of this, it decreased their profitability. And the last reason for the miss in earnings is actually the tax cut. So the tax cut brought in more earnings for the company, and the analysts factored that in when they were doing their expectations. But instead of actually keeping the profitability for the company, FedEx paid back its employees and gave them some benefits because they believed that was the right thing to do. So with all these reasons, I believe that it's not really a big problem that they missed their earnings. The next reason why the stock is undervalued is because of trade war tensions with China. So a lot of investors are scared these trade war tensions are going to hurt FedEx because it's going to increase costs and decrease demand for the shipping services. But the bidirectional lane between China and the United States for FedEx only makes up for 2% of its revenue annually. So even when these tariffs do kick into place, if they really do, it's not going to have a substantial effect on FedEx. The last reason why FedEx has been undervalued is because people are scared of Amazon. So as you know, Amazon loves to buy other businesses and compete in different industries. And one of their major costs is actually shipping. That makes up about 10 to 15% of their net sales. And recently, Jeff Bezos was quoted saying that he was unhappy with FedEx and UPS because they haven't been able to handle the high daily average volume of Amazon and deliver it in a timely manner. So what do you do if you're Amazon and you're unhappy with a company? Well, why don't you just build your own company and expand into that industry? It's easy, right? You want to start selling organic foods? Well, yeah, that's easy. Why don't you just buy Whole Foods, the biggest organic retailer in the world? But right now, Amazon has a service called the last mile delivery service. What this basically is it's like an Uber service, but for picking up packages. So these drivers will go around, and whenever they want to pick up a package, they can, and they'll deliver it in a near proximity. And honestly, I think this is better than Uber driving itself, because who wants to drive a drunk girl at 3 a.m. who's just going to puke up Red Bull and vodka all over your Rolls Royce? Not me, not in my Rolls Royce. And Amazon plans to expand the shipping service even further. They even have 36 cargo planes to go along with it. And I do think eventually in the future, they will have a good shipping service. But if we look at FedEx, it comes nowhere close, and it's not going to in this decade. Not even the thumb himself can produce such a massive network that FedEx has right now. So, because of all these reasons, the stock is undervalued, and I believe it is unfairly undervalued. But this is a good thing. This is a great time to buy the stock right now, because if you get in now, you get it at a discounted price at where it should be and where it will be into the future. The company is sure that it's going to be successful in the future because it has cutting edge technology, and it continues to plan for this technology into the future. Right now, they're doing a lot of experimenting with AI. So they have these automated centers where basically these robotics pick up packages from trucks and unload them. Then they put them on automated tuggers, and they load them onto the conveyor belt. This decreases the need for employees and increases profitability for FedEx. Next, they're developing an app with Alexa. So with this app, Alexa will talk to the user and ask them a series of questions. Then the user just states the answer and the fulfillment's done. FedEx guy comes to your door, picks up the package. Easy, right? And I mean, who doesn't like talking to Alexa? Personally, she's the only girl I've ever interacted with. She's sweet, she's kind, she's funny. Sexy, if you're into that. And lastly, FedEx wants all of its trucks to be automated in the future with a robot to deliver it to your door. How much better can you get? They want this robot instead of a drone like UPS plans to do, because robots can handle more packages and heavier packages. Plus, it'd be pretty dope if you just see a robot knocking on your door. And you won't have to worry about your drone getting shot out of the sky dropping your package. Imagine going to the frat houses and seeing all the packages all over the ground of all these fake NBA jerseys from AliExpress. How many LaMelo and LiAngelo Ball jerseys will you find? So we see the stock at a good time to buy, and we see a strong company. I'm not worried about this company at all, and I believe we're in a great opportunity to buy right now. I think in this near holiday season, we can even see the stock go up around 20%. We're not worried about the future for FedEx. The point of value investing is to capitalize on investor fear when we see a company that has a great opportunity. And we can do this right now, easily. I highly recommend this stock, and it has the compounder fund's approval. Alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, tell me in the comment section what you think. If you think this is stupid, if you think FedEx is going to get crushed by Amazon in the future, let me know. I'll debate you in that comment section. Have fun investing, try not to lose too much money, and I'll see you next week.